Hello guys, welcome back, and it's a wonderful Saturday, and I hope that everybody is having a good time. So today I'll be talking about the the um, the of the recent release of a new sub-on tank by UD Technology. Yes, we will be talking about the Zephyrus itself. And so, for me, the Zephyrus, yeah, I have been vaping on the Zephyrus for 4 days now, for the past 4 days, and yeah, there I found there's the things I like about the tank and the things that I don't like about the tank. And to compare it with the Goliath, the limited edition Goliath, well, I say this is way better than the Goliath. I mean, the tank itself is simple. The build is sturdy, it's clean, it's nice, and yeah, there's not much nonsense compared with the Goliath. Okay, the Goliath itself, which I'll show you right here, the Goliath sub-on tank has the ability of juice control, which I find unnecessary for a sub-on tank. You don't need a juice control for a sub-on tank. And what's worse is that the ring itself, the ring for juice control, is really stiff and it's hard to twist. Okay, it's really hard to twist. And also for the airflow control, the ring itself is also really stiff and it's hard to twist. And all in all, the flavor that I find using the Goliath is numb. It's really numb. Okay, it's really numb. And it's a really sad thing for Goliath. I mean, I got this tank and I only use it for like less than a week, and I just leave it sitting on my shelf because I find the tank is really utterly nonsense. Okay, first, people claim that it produces great flavor, but I find it numb. I find it really numb. And secondly, I find that the juice control ring is unnecessary and it's hard to twist. Okay, and what else do I find? Oh, and building coils on this tank is, well, it's a bit of a hassle because the build deck is so tiny and you have to build dual coils. You can't build a single coil, you need to build dual coils. Yep, and that's all I got to say about the Goliath. And let's put this aside and let's get on with the Zephyrus. Ladies and gentlemen, right here, this is the Zephyrus, the latest sub-on tank by UD Technology. Okay, so what it comes with, the tank came in this transparent casing. Okay, you can almost see everything in the casing itself, which, and at the back here is the instruction manual and everything printed at the back of the cardboard itself. And on top here you get the scratch and check security and the QR code. And down here is the name of the tank itself, the Zephyrus. Same on the other side. and on the bottom part is another barcode which you can scan with your mobile device. And okay, what it came with, you get two sets of you get all the O-rings. Show you. You get two sets of O-rings, one set of blues and one set of reds. And mind you, this is a top fill sub-ohm tank, which you fill your e-liquid from the top instead of the bottom. Where the Goliath, you get to fill your e-liquid from the bottom down, and taking it apart to fill the e-liquid is is difficult as well. So what you get here, you got your spare Pyrex glass tube, and the Goliath never came with it, and only the Zephyrus right now, it came with a spare Pyrex glass tube. And what's good about this Zephyrus is that right now you have a choice, you have an option. You can either do a rebuildable, and because it came with an RBA, it gives you the option to do rebuildable, or you can use the OCC coil by UD-Tech themselves. It's just like it's just like any other standard sub-ohm tanks coming out right now. You get either you can either use OCC or you can use rebuildable, which I find that with a rebuildable in one whole set is always a big plus. Okay, and what else? That this is the actual mouthpiece, a tiny actual mouthpiece that looks exactly like the size of a Derringer. Okay, and this is actually the heatsink right here is actually an adapter for your mouthpiece, in case if you use your mouthpiece like this, just in case if you're vaping at high wattages, the mouthpiece tends to get heat up and it's gonna burn your lips. So UD technology threw in the heatsink adapter, put this on and put your drip tip on, and now now it doesn't it works as a you don't get your lips burned. Okay, you don't get your lips burned easily because of the heatsink right here. I'm sorry, I'm a bit stuttered today. Yeah, and how you fill this tank up? First, you open up the top cap right here. You open up the top cap. Okay, twist it open, and you get this red rubber garment here. You pull it up, and you got two tiny fuel hole there. All you got to do was fill it up with either hole, and the other hole will act as a pressure release. Okay, because when you push your e-liquid down, pressure tends to build up in here and you get leaks. Okay, so what they did was there are two fuel holes, so one act as a pressure release, and while the other one you fill your e-liquid in. Well, either way, both fuel holes, right, you can fill with either hole. Fine. So I'll screw this back on, and also forgot to mention here, this area right here and with the shaft is actually one whole section, it's one whole piece. You don't get like the other sub-ohm tanks, which you can took out your chamber section and your shaft section, right? This is actually one whole piece. This part and the shaft is one whole piece, and what I'm using in here is the RBA base itself. And also the airflow control ring, you can actually take it out. Okay, you can take it off for easy cleaning and everything else. I have to say one thing. Okay, one thing about this tank is that it's not is to take this tank apart, right? I find it really difficult. I mean, for me, I find it really difficult to take this tank apart. It's because of the edges. The edges of the zephyrus are really sharp. Okay, the first day when I tried to take the tank apart, I find I got my fingers all cut up, and with that I was thinking like, wow. So this is the downside of UD technology. I mean, not only this, the Goliath also suffer the same problem. All the edges are really sharp. I mean, UD themselves, they didn't really go smoothen out all the edges, before shipping it out. But one thing for sure, this tank comes really clean. UD tank. I mean, UD really clean the tank up. No machining oil, no nothing. But it's just that all the edges are really sharp, and I mean, I don't like sharp edges because we tend to open the tank up and to clean it. Okay, and with all these sharp edges, I mean, you got to be careful. You got to be really careful when opening up the tank. You got here, and I got to say something special about the mouthpiece itself, because I don't suppose I don't suppose you can see the insides because there's not much light. The mouthpiece, the inside of the mouthpiece, there's a shroud inside. It's like the barrel of the gun, the inner barrel of the gun, which there's a shroud. When the bullet came out, it's shroud, right? This is just like that, to give out, people say, to give out better flavor, So yes, I have to agree. Yes, it gives out. Now this tank do gives out better flavor, but not like the what Kangaroo sub tank can do. But yes, it gives out better flavor, way better than the Goliath. Okay. Over here you got your, at the bottom of the excuse me, at the bottom of the the tag itself, it says UD and the number 2015, and also very smooth excuse me, sorry, and the threads are very smooth. I mean, really smooth, really clean. And the 510 pin, the pin right here is actually silver plated pin, so meaning that this can really hit. Okay, this can really chucks the vapor. I mean, it's a beast. Okay, and look at the airflow. The size of the airflow is wide open. Okay, you twist it to the left, you close it up to open it up, twist to the right, and there you go. So let's take a vape. So I'm using my Sigelli 150 watt, vaping at 36 watts. Okay, this in here is a dual coil 0.4 ohm at 3.9 volts. Now I'm actually vaping with both the airflow wide open, And I have to tell you, and I kid you not, the flavor is that it still maintains that wonderful flavor of the e-liquid. It doesn't numb out. It doesn't numb out like the Goliath itself. Look how tiny the airflow of the Goliath is. This is actually wide open. Okay, look how tiny the airflow is, and the flavor is really numb. Okay, it's really numb. I don't like this at all. It's really numb. And look at this. The airflow is wide open. Chucks out tons of vapor, and the flavor is still spot on. The flavor is still really spot on. Yes. So the thing that like I mentioned already, what I don't like about the zephyrus is that it's really difficult to take apart because of the sharp edges. And what I find what I like about this tank is this holds like 5 ml of e-liquid. 5 ml of e-liquid, not much nonsense, with bigger airflow, better flavor, and it doesn't numb. It doesn't numb out. It gives you a very good vaping experience. Okay, I picked this one up. I picked the zephyrus up while I was in Sabah. I picked this one up at Vape Empire KK. The price of this is 100. I think it was 140 ringgit. I mean, forgive me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's around 140 ringgit. I forgot how much I got this. It's around there. It's around there. Probably lower than that. But I would say probably it's around 140 ringgit because I can't remember how much I got this. Yeah, and that's all I got to say about this sub-ohm tank. Yes, people, if hold on please, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention about the RBA base of the zephyrus itself. You see, the Goliath rebuildable deck is actually one whole piece together, built molded in together with the base itself. So what this is, sorry that I got a phone call. So what I was saying, yes, the RBA itself. The RBA is actually a three post RBA, which makes building how you say, which makes building quite very easily because of the center block, because of the center positive pin is actually a block that you can do those middle builds easily, and that is a big plus. Okay, even though the base itself is really tiny, there's no hassle building your dual cores. And also, yeah, this you got to build dual cores, just like the Goliath. But the Goliath is actually a two-post, a U-shaped two-post, and you have to build a dual core with it. This is actually a three-post with a center block, and it's easy to build. Yeah, and that's why I see there's many reviews right now on YouTube. Okay, if you want to get more deeper information about this sub-ohm tank by UD Technology, you can check out other reviewers, like example Richard N's review, or some other that I'm not quite sure who they are. I'm unfamiliar that who they are, but they really dive down deep with everything you need to know. For me, I'll just talk about this. I'm just talk about the tank. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to share with you guys about this about this about this tank itself. So guys, I'll see you guys again on my next video review. So guys, vape safe, vape on. I'm Dexter. Goodbye.